It's a legal order.
We have a legally binding document.
Sign here, please.
All right, now I need a patient. Who wants to be? Oh, you're the patient. You're always the patient. All right. Facing towards the board, please. Sit up nice and straight. Nose and forehead up against the IR.
He's always commenting about your soft hands.
So nice.
It feels so nice. He really has been smoking crack. My hands ain't soft. They're rough like some sandpaper. Rough like an armadillo's hide.
With leprosy.
All right, so for sinuses.
We're doing sinuses first?
Guess so.
Well, what did you want to do first?
I thought you were going in order, but okay.
Cycle.
Go ahead. Let's
Oh, when do I ever go in order? Ain't no that's gone order around this place. All right, so what I want to do, this is for the sinuses. I need the maxillary, the frontal sinuses, and both sides of his face on here. And that light is still very annoying. So,
That one?
yeah, that one. Okay, now could I collimate a little bit more? Yeah, I probably could. So I probably will. Still, I'll cheat down just a teeny bit. I'm not so worried about his frontal sinuses. I have most of his forehead on here. So even if he had very large frontal sinuses, they would still be in this picture. However, I'm just trying to make sure I do definitely have his maxillary sinuses on there. Okay, so maybe cheat down a teeny bit more. Bring this down. There you go. And then side to side. Come into the ears on both sides, and you should be good. Of course, you're going to want to make sure he's got no tilt or rotation. And what positioning line are we using?
OML?
OML, very nice. There's the OML. Okay, very nice. All right, so there's your Caldwell for sinuses. Excellent, excellent.
Excellent.
All right, relax for a second. Take this off of here. What? Oh, you want to see the light field? There you go. All right, cool. All right, so now we're going to do our Waters view. All right, now you're going to place your chin up against the IR. I need an angle lighter, or my angle lighter.
Window.
Yep. So sad. It's like they've been quarantined outside the room. I wish we could come in and play, but we've got something infectious. Drop your chin just a little. There we go. Okay. All right. Just like that. All right, as far as our collimation goes, now I'm going to cheat up just a little bit here. So once again, I need those frontal Guzman. Do that dead, come 30 Guzman. All right. Maxillary sinuses are here. I definitely have them on there because I'm down here near his chin. I'm not getting all of the chin, but most of it. And then here's the middle of his forehead. I have probably 3/4 of his forehead on there. So definitely going to have the frontal sinuses on there. And of course, the sphenoid and ethmoid sinuses are going to be right in the center. They're going to be higher than the maxillary sinuses, but lower than your frontal sinuses. So I got to do that. Slide this up a little bit.
This series.
And he's good. Collimate into the ears on both sides, and we're pretty good. There you go. All right. All right, that's Waters view, sinuses. Last one is your lateral. Yep, there's your collimation. Easily smaller than a 10 by, actually smaller than an 8 by. Which is why if you had to use film, you could use an 8 by and still get it in. All right, turn 45 degrees this way. There you go. Oh, it's moving like you've never seen a chair before. That's okay. Just relax your shoulder down, man. Balance on your ear. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now let's see here. Okay. Tilted. Nope, nope. Don't move. Let me move you. Okay. Like that. Okay. There's his IPL. Here's his mid-sagittal plane. So once I have him in a nice true lateral, then I can worry about my collimation and all that sort of fun. Drop down. Slide you back. Just slide straight back. Alright. More like. Actually, not. Shoot a little bit. There we go. Kind of like that. I can slide it back just a teeny bit more, and then I can collimate it. Alright, so I have light field back to his EAM, maybe a little past. It's most of the forehead, but not quite the top of the head. And then I definitely have the maxillary sinuses because I have his teeth on there. So all I would have to do then, bring this down. There you go. Make sure he's still straight. There we go. That's better. Very nice. All right, so there's a lateral for our sinuses. Okay? Relax.
Small little box.
Yep, that's it. That's all you need. Okay, so that was sinus series. You know the SMV, you don't have to worry about that.
No.
And of course, the waters would be the same thing, you would just have his mouth open. Alright? So, we don't really need to demonstrate that either. Let's see here. Guess we'll do the mandible series. You're going to face toward the board again. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is a PA. So it looks like the call well, except that there's no tube angle. Alright, so let's open this up where we can see. Alright, there's the forehead up against the board. But now we're going to come down to like the mandible, right? So I'm going to go ahead and move this down a little bit.
Is that fainting?
Alright, move this down a little bit. Alright. Now for our collimation, what I want, I'm going to open this up so you can kind of see. This looks like the edge of where my collimation is. This is where his mandible is. Alright, you can see that it is still in the light field there. Okay? But I probably don't want to come much more than that. I can maybe collimate just a teeny bit. Again, there's the light field, there's his mandible. Right, I definitely need it in the light field. So that's probably as much collimation as we can do. We definitely got his condyles on here, right? Here's his EAM. Condyles are going to be slightly higher and superior to that. If you've got the top of the ear, you've definitely got the condyle on there. I've never seen anybody whose ears were lower than the condyles.
Why
like their
can't you
mandible.
go up in collimation from the chin?
Because I need the chin on there because that's part of the mandible.
Didn't you say that, for example, it's right here, and you have all of that?
No, it's down here. This is his chin down here. So I have it on there, but it's not a lot. I don't have a lot of
Got
extra
it.
space.
Okay.
So that's why I would not collimate anymore. I'm worried that I clip the mandible.
So mandible and TEA basically.
A little higher. I go actually the top of the ear, not the attachment, but the actual top of the ear. All right. So, and then of course collimate to the ears side to side.
That's beautiful.
Oops. Make sure it's on there. Okay. All right. So there you go. All right. So that's your PA mandible. All right. You can relax. Okay. Now we're going to do the towns. You don't hack to death there. We're going to do the towns, and then we'll do the axiolaterals. All right, so you have to turn AP, so you have to turn out towards us.
Oh, we don't look at him.
No.
Look at
Wow. All right, you're going to probably need to scoot down a little bit, so watch yourself.
Slouch,
Just
man.
down
Slouch.
some. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to slouch.
There you go.
That's probably
Like
good.
you're watching TV.
Hold it like that. Wow.
I'll be your ottoman and kick it up there.
Wow.
Structure.
Alright, so there's 30,
You have such bad posture.
40, and I'm guessing 42 right there. Okay.
Stop showing like a kid.
Alright, so now I'm going to drop this down some more. Watch yourself.
Way up.
Can't really tell because
Yeah, you're a little lower.
Duh.
Your hand. Lights on your hand. Your fingers. Yeah.
there we are. Okay. Don't help some giant moving motion camera thing.
Slap
That's
them
gonna ding ding. Alright,
Ding dang.
slide this way. Nice and straight. Alright, so now we're gonna check and see if he really does have his IOML. Yep, bring your chin up some. Up, up. There we go. There's his IOML. Alright. So lined up now with his IOML. So as far as my collimation goes here, here's the top of his mandible, right? And there's the bottom of the mandible. Alright, so I need to see that in the light field. So I'm going to need to cheat down some. Come down. Definitely have his mandible in there. And here's the top of it here. Okay, so I definitely have it here. So I will collimate and cheat down. Right, you can definitely see that we have his mandible because you can see light just below his mandible there. And do we still have it on here? Yeah, it's on here now.
That looks way off.
Looks like it's way off, but that's definitely it.
Mm-hmm.
So all you'd have to do then is bring this down and make sure you're lined up here. Okay?
Wow.
Can you show the last part? I'm
That'd be
sorry.
something.
The last part with your pen near the ear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now it's in here.
And that's the mandible.
Top
yeah,
of it.
that's the condyle.
Okay.
Yep, here's the bottom of it here. You can see there's light field underneath. So you definitely have the mandible there as well.
Okay.
And then you just come into the ears on either side. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's your town's view for the mandible. Okay? You can relax for a second.
And that's a 42?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, that's 42 degrees, yes, for sure. Okay? Alright. Let's see our axiolaterals here. Now I gotta go the other direction. You're gonna slide up kind of close, but now you're gonna still be facing out towards us. Actually, you know what? Let's do it by the book first, and I'll show you why that doesn't work, and then we'll do it the other way.
Okay.
Alright. Here, down. You guys might have to move because I'm gonna have to drop this down. That's where your knees are.
Sorry.
Alright, slide the book. It stays 25 degrees up.
That will not be
And
one.
drop all the way down.
Whoa.
Yep. Let's see what we-
This one is no, right?
Yeah.
We're not doing?
Right.
Yeah, okay, rotate toward the, you get in a true lateral position. So you're gonna scoot up nice and close. Get into a true lateral position this way.
Anybody want to go Carlos? Or want to call me
All right.
Burger Place?
No. Alright, now here's the problem with this. Even if I come up here and center to where I think the ramus is going to be, no matter what I do, his shoulder is going to be in the way. And you can see how it's obscuring where his mandible is. So even though by the book you're supposed to have him in a true lateral position and do a 25-degree angle up, it doesn't really work, right? There's just no way to get his shoulder out of the way. So what we have to do is an alternate method then. So what we're going to do is tilt him and do less tube angle. So if I come up here, go back here and go 10 degrees tube angle. Yep, there we go. There's our 10-degree tube angle. Down. And now I'm going to have you rotate out towards us and be in kind of like an AP position. kind of an oblique AP position. There you go. All right, now what I want you to do is put your head as close as you can to the IR. There we go. Like that. And so now I'm going to tilt him. He should have tilt. The question is how much tilt. Okay? So if you want to know, you can use the IPL and then place this edge on the IPL and look and see how many degrees angulation do you have. Let's see, this way. Shoulders a little bit. There you go. There we go. So now, IPL. It's not bad. Pretty close to 15. I think I'm gonna touch it just a teeny bit less. So what I need is the chin to go. Yes, the chin to go to that a little more. All right, there you go. Nice. Right at 15. I like it. Okay, so now what I want to do, so I'm going to center to the ramus on this side. I'm pretty close to that centering now. I'm going to come up just a teeny bit, maybe. All right. Collimate. I'm going to slide you forward just slightly. Perfect. Hold it just like that. And let's see here. I think I'll do this color this way just a teeny bit more. Let's pick this up just a little bit. All right. Now, I have light field back to his EAM, so I'm definitely past the angle of the jaw here. If you look on this side, it looks like I'm clipping here, like I'm clipping the condyles and all that area. But in reality, I have it because I'm looking at it on this side. It's the down side that matters. I have light all the way up here by his eye. There's no way his condyle is higher than his eye. Not possible. So it's definitely on there. So it really doesn't take a lot of light field. You'll see that we're collimated down relatively small. So to get this. And then you'd repeat this on the opposite side because it's bilateral. Okay? All right, you can relax, sir. Move to the side. You can see.
That's about as small as it's gonna get.
And this
Yeah.
is for the regular series of the mandible?
Yes, but it would be the same exact view for the TMJ. And in fact, the town view that we did would be the same for the TMJ. The only difference is you can collimate tighter, right? Because you just need the TMJ, sir.
No, it's not you, it's him.
Oh, yeah, I know. Captain Camera.
What's that? Didn't hear you.
Yeah, I know. Captain Camera! And he's just flying around everywhere with a goofy cape. Anyway, so, yeah.
Only you.
Anyway.
Next.
All right. Oh, now it's the specials. Right? Because it's the same stuff for the TMJ. So now we're on to specials. So we got to do Law and Shula, my two favorites.
Shula?
Yeah, I'm the Law. So I need you guys to clear out over there, if you would please. You're going to go lay down on the table, prone.
Unsupported.
Unsupported.
So they're both gonna be from.
All right. There we go.
Thermoseca.
Alright. Put your way here. Now, lay on the table, please.
Hold on, he's gotta get the straps.
Got what? I'm confused. What are you doing there? Alright, hand me that 45-degree angle sponge, please. Thank you. Alright, sir, we're going to roll you up 45 degrees this way. You need to move that elbow too. There we go. Alright, you move that arm out of the way. Alright, the other one too. Okay, so now you're going to be in a true lateral position. Okay. You're going to need to rotate the shoulder up a little more. There you go. Get into a true lateral position. Very nice. The way to check that is again, here's his MSP. Right? There's his IPL. Okay? Very nice. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, slide it down some. And I want my bucket. let's see. We'll do the Schuler first, I guess. So 25-degree tube angle. Right. Schuler detent. All right. And let's make sure we're right up here. Looks pretty good there. All right. Now, as far as the book states, you're supposed to be a 1/2 inch anterior to your EAM. All right, I'm gonna open this all the way up so you guys can kind of see what we're doing here. 1/2 inch anterior to your EAM, and it's supposed to be 2 inches superior. Right? I can't tell if that light's on or not. There we go. Superior. Okay. So what I'm really gonna look for, though, the real trick to find where you really are is here. What I'm looking for is his cheek, right? And I know that the condyle is going to be slightly higher than where that is. That's right on the TMJ. So, man, that thing is just in my space. And my dad going to space. So what I really need is to center to that. All right. This down. There we go. And then all you need is a little box for your TMJ. So kind of like we do with the Reese method, where you line up and get where you're supposed to be, and then you're going to make that little 2 inch by 2 inch box. Same idea here.
And you're looking to the downside.
Looking at the downside one.
Where's the pen at?
I'm being summoned by Mike from Financial Aid.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Where's the pen at?
Well, the pin is right on his condyle. So if you can see, here would be his cheek. Like this is his zygomatic arch, but it's slightly higher. I mean, maybe 1/2 inch or so above.
Like right there.
So
It's
yeah.
like right at EAM.
So it's right at his, not quite at the EAM,
Not quite, yeah.
but close. I mean, it's
Right.
close.
And it's the downside.
Oh my goodness! Did you see that? That was terrible.
But he enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
I know, right? He really did. Yeah, but yeah, that looked like don't stop, don't stop.
It's kind of cool because then it shows the
It's a single
Yes.
side, but in reality, you'll probably do both because most doctors want to see both sides.
Okay, the pen, actually.
No, that's
Yeah.
for comparison.
Yeah. All right. Now, before you move, okay.
Before you move, put your back there.
Before you
Wait,
move.
now you gotta wait the drone.
All right. Now we're gonna try again, get him back into a true lateral position. But now I'm gonna do only a 15-degree angle here, because it's the law, man. It's the law. I don't know who's making cat sounds, but okay.
Catman.
Yeah.
It isn't a cat sound, it was like
Yeah.
moving the tube sound.
Yeah. Meh. Okay. Now I need my angulator again. It's behind you, Paul. And I'm gonna need to get over here, so you're probably gonna need to.
I don't want neighbors but right.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
It's not what you said the other day.
Hey, I was looking for grace.
That's terrible. Jeez. Did he really just shamelessly say that? Yeah. That was pretty horrible.
We got it all on camera too.
Gets worse.
Let's see. So is this a 15-degree? No, it's like 10 degrees. I need you to rotate down more. There you go. So I'm basically making this line across the top of his head. So make this line across the top of his head. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so that's our 15 degrees. So now for our centering, our book states that you're going to be 1.5 inches above the EAM. So get centered right on the EAM. And then we're going to go up or down based on where we're centered here. So once again, I'm going to find the spot where I want to be. Which is probably right about there.
Looks like that pen's coming out of your nose.
Yeah. So then, oh, I can't move them down much, so we'll have to do this thing. Up a little bit, here it goes. And then just move this up a little. There you go. And once again, make your small little box for your TMJ.
And again, the downside.
It's the downside, that's correct. So it always looks like you're clipping on this and the axial laterals because you can see the upside, but you're centered to the downside. So it always looks a little funny. Cool? All right.
Yep.
Awesome. Yep, it is definitely at 15 degrees. It's at
They have
15
more now.
degrees. Great fun.
Oh, yeah.
Great fun.
Slight
I know,
break.
Look at this. Blinded the other one there. Oh, I'm gonna break my ankle later. All right, stop taking a nap. You can get up now. Coming at you, Guzman. You
man.
busted my good angulator.
People like you, Alejandro.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Playing with it.
All right, so that's it. We're done.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you can.